Hello everybody, welcome to another model railroading episode. I believe this is 76 now episodes. Yep, just doing the rebuild. I took the tunnel off, of course. The tunnel was nothing to take off. So the tunnel still can be reused. I mean, it's in one piece. It's on the other side there. You guys seen how I put it on, and all I had to do really is just cut around the edges, take it off, and that was it. It comes off easily without ruining it, so it can be recycled. But I don't think I'm going to be using it in this the new module layout, because the thing is about tunnels is when the train gets stuck in them, they're particularly hard to get the train out of. That's the only thing I don't like about tunnels, and trains always derail in tunnels, which is why I have that re-railer in the tunnel. Now I'm thinking about how I'm going to do the new setup, but I got to take up all this track and clean all this off. Like, everything has to come up. In the last layout, I think I completely rebuilt it on foam, but I mean, this is such a pain. I think I'm only just going to rip up the track and then come up with a new design, but yeah, there's just so much here that's see, like this stuff like this can be reused. So everything that's going to be reused or can be reused, and this is the programming track. Which this section here's the middle section's basic. I think it's going to stay the same. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this quite yet. I'm going to keep the 15-inch radius, but I'd like to have it go up to 22-inch and 18 on one side of the layout, and I think I'm going to have it 15 and 22 or 18 on the other. Like 15 and 18 on one end, and then 22 and 18 on the other. That will allow me to run larger locomotives. So much to think about. It's just hard to figure it out. So anyway, yeah, the really steep grade is another problem I particularly have with this layout. I mean, as you guys seen in previous videos, I can only pull up certain locomotives and only a handful of cars, but yeah, this grade's a pain. This is one thing that's going to come off for sure. I've been finding I haven't been using the grade all that much. So, you know, I mean, the grade was a good idea. It was great for the video. And you want to see it in action, just go back to the previous videos and earlier episodes, and you can see trains struggling to get up it. I can only haul up one car and one locomotive, which really is okay for, you know, certain things. Oh, there's one of the handrails for the so I'm also going to be getting rid of some more rolling stock and locomotives, because this layout I think I'm going to stick to a DAR practical layout. I'm not sure which area I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do Hansport or the gypsum part. I kind of want to do a spot that's really doesn't have track anymore. And there's lots of good DAR trackage I can choose from that I can model after. Of course, I never, ever got a practical layout. This is going to give me a hard time coming up. How am I going to do this? Crap, this whole thing is soldered together, this entire stretch. Oh, part of it is. Bugger. Just what you would expect from a guy who does model railroading videos every so often. Well, typical Lord Dragon Eye style, I guess. Yeah. I didn't use much of the reverse loop either. So I was finding the reverse loop wasn't that useful in this layout because it kept shorting out. A lot of problems with it. Well, that was the switch for it. An old boxcar. I could actually refurbish this boxcar into a functioning car again. Sometimes when certain cars don't work for me or they just completely mess up, I turn them into something else. Here's some passengers. I mean, get some more people. Gotta have people. People add to the layout. So I think what I might do, I don't know if the DAR ran bulkheads or not. But I know they ran quite a few box cars. There was some tanking and stuff. I've got a couple of DAR style locomotives coming. I got one that... Oh man. I'll be honest, this was a nightmare. This setup. The problem is, the grade was a good idea, it was a cool attraction, but it never really worked very well. You know what? No, I will destroy the track if I do that, and there's some good radius in there. I think the best bet would be to unsolder everything and then soak it all down and let the water and let this unleash the glue, basically. After all it is wood glue, and give it a good soaking, wait a few minutes, and it all comes up. Quite easily, actually. I think sections of this are screwed in, I'm not sure. Oh, wow. This yard is, you know, from the old layout, but I'm having the same problems as I did the first time, the original plan. You know, it just isn't functioning the way it should. And that sucks. Because you gotta go through the trouble to rip it up, and you know, I want to be able to run not just certain particular trains, but I want to be able to run everything without as many issues as I've had in the past. But in order to do that, there's some drastic changes that must be made to the layout in general, otherwise it will not work. think I'll come right back to the switch and take the switch right out too. And I think this time when I do the layout, I'm going to put the switches in, but I'm going to have the electrical things taken off. That way there, that doesn't get all gunked up on me. That's another problem. Oh, wow. So, yes. See, it's all this material that, you know, a lot of material under here was used on this. And you're looking at you guys can actually see just what it took to build this thing. It wasn't very good construction in my honest opinion. If I was to redo this entire thing, I wouldn't go with this method of construction. It just is terrible. So the mistake was go with a simpler method of construction. Yeah, can't speak. Yeah, this is solid. Wow. Yeah, see, what I should have did is I should have layered cardboard like I have in other times and did it stacking up where it gradually builds to the grade. But the thing is, you know, this grade was wasn't the best. It was one of those things like, why did I do that? Look at it. It just comes up in sheets. This is why I also use paper and water for a lot of my projects. Because when you want to go to rip it up, it comes up like this, and it's, well, pretty clean actually. So if you're wondering, you know, the paper and water method, or the, not paper and water, but the glue and water, the paper mache technique that I've showed you in previous videos, well, this is another reason for it. It's easy to tear up. That's why I use it. As you can see, it's only taken me mere seconds just to tear this apart. Just a little bit of water, and that's all it took. Oh, you guys can see this or not. Sorry, folks. My camera angles are really bad. I'm gonna put you guys over here and give you a zoomed in view so that way you're getting the full of the show here. So yeah, with my ugly face in the way. That's nuts. That's thick. Not bad. What does Lord Dragonite eat for dinner? layouts. Yep. There we go. Now, oh, maybe it might come off. There, excellent. And we got a little wire to clip, no problem. I find my clippers. There they are. You get to watch this. And there's the grade piece, folks. Yeah, that came up mostly in one shot, which was what I wanted. Oh yeah, I forgot this. I think these tables were put together in sections, so. Black rubber. That's pretty much what this made with black rubber. More trackage. Four by 8 layout demolition day. I don't think I'm going to bury the track like this again. This is just such a nuisance. Ah. Look at that. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but it's really not. You know, guys, it's amazing what a little bit of water can do. Actually, I'm not planning to save the platform, but maybe I might. No, I'm going to make a new one. Power pole. Oh yeah, the other building over here. Zoom out so you guys can see. This has been soaking for a few minutes, and that just pulls up nicely. See, a lot of these buildings, the good thing about these plastics, they can all be washed down, with a cloth, cleaned up, and then reused. In model railroading, it's kind of, you don't want to throw stuff away because you can always reuse it. As long as it's not too buggered up. Rubber mill, I'm not sure about that one yet. But this is what I want to do away with. You see how we have these, this here's a joint? I want to do away with these switches that are just basically in the joints. And all they're doing is just causing more problems, and you have to lift them up and break them and damage them every time. You know, so that's what I'm going to get, that's what I'm getting rid of. That's what I'm aiming for with the next setup, is to not have these switches on the joints. I'm going to have the switches either side. I mean, cutting up flex track, or it would be a lot simpler to work with than it would be to have to rip up a switch every time I want to take the layout apart. And to be quite honest, it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to do it that way. Now I might have to unsolder that one. Actually, I don't think that one's connected at this end. I need more water. Are you guys enjoying watching Lord Dragonite's destruction? Well, it's not that this is a bad thing. I mean, this layout was good. It served its purpose. But I'm just not happy with it. You know, I'm just running into the same problems I had at the old place with the same layout. And it kind of sucks. But at the same time, this is a necessary adjustment. You know, every time you build a new layout, you learn from it. Now, this section here, where all this crap is, I'm going to have to unsolder most of that, because if I don't, it'll just be one big, huge piece that comes up. I mean, most of this track, all this is soldered together. And if I don't unsolder it, it'll be like taking up a, well, I'll probably end up damaging it. And I don't want to damage it. That's not the idea. I need to find an extension cord. Never thought of this. What are you gonna do? Just have to use the one for my room here. Everybody knows I'm crazy. Now set that there. I gotta get my block, otherwise it's gonna burn a hole in the phone. Don't want that. Burning things is fun, but not when you can burn down your layout. That's not fun. Okay, folks, question time. See if anybody can get this without going back. Which episode did I talk about planting trees? Without going back and looking on the episodes. If anyone can figure that one out, let me know in the comment section. You might win some rutabaga. Where's my scraper? Jeez, this camera's eating through battery pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah, see. This entire thing needs to be unsoldered, and that's going to be a pain in the... Credo vortex. Trying to make a Star Trek reference, it didn't turn out very well. Alright, rip and pull. Well, not really, but these pieces of track aren't in too bad a shape. I love the smell of burning rubber in the morning. So, I gotta remember where all the solder points are. If not, we're screwed. Nobody was hurt making this video, except that panda over there. But he's okay now. I'm sorry. I had to do that. I can't get it off. Oh my. It's gonna be a long week. Spray and wipe. Used to be an old commercial called Spray and Wipe, I think. I don't remember. I smell something burning. The lovely smell of a burning soldering iron. Tasty. Not so much if I don't think it's hot enough. It's not hot enough. It's not hot enough. Bugger. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off this track. I got to rip the whole network out here. You can go over there. You can just chill. This is like destruction. Layout Demolition 101. How to destroy a model railroad in 20 minutes. CN would love this. Another piece of track that needs to be unsoldered and cleaned. Uh-oh. Let's see, we might have a damaged section here. Oh, no, it's good. Just the rail joiner's all buggered up. Not a big deal. Rail joiners are not really a prime issue. It's just, it's another soldered area. Let's stop soldering together the tracks. Plucking the trees. Tree plucking day. Model Railroad Demolition, Part 2. I certainly hope I don't have to do this again, because I'm not. are all these wires to? Literally, like seriously. I don't know what I was thinking when I must have been drinking when I built this thing. I don't know. Half of these wires I think I put in, you know, that were supposed to serve a purpose, but really they didn't because I'm not an electrician. Okay. Don't want to damage that switch either. Try to do this without destroying the switches. We want to save as many as the switches. Well, I guess it does not matter because this rail here is about to come up. Well, if that's the case, I'll just clip the rail joiner right in half. Then, and spare myself the loss of a switch. Oh, that's not good. See, this track here, the rail is already damaged. This is an older one anyway, so it's no big deal. I can use that for a rail on the side of the track somewhere on the new layout. Oh, there's another damaged rail. So much material here, it's really getting tough to dig it out. There we go. Ah, here we are. Now we're getting somewhere. No, looks like this here is like the piece that I'm trying to keep. I mean, that needs to be all cleaned up and again. So we'll just put that in the back. Worry about that later. Just a moment. My computer's talking to me. I had to reset my computer because it was acting funny. What? Sorry about that, folks. My computer just started to have a mind of its own. It's like, what the fuck? They make talking computers now. I'm scared. Oh boy. I didn't expect that. Yeah, come home from work. Your wife comes home from work. She hears this woman talking in the back, in the one room, and she's like, "Is there another woman in here?" "No, honey, that's just the computer." "What? Didn't you know computers talk now?" Yeah, and she divorces them. Oh, you're just watching my arm. Stop watching. This is weird. Okay, folks. Look at how easy this stuff's just coming up. Oh, look at this big old pile of crap. Let's make a big old mountain of garbage material. Everything. And not to mention probably hundreds and hundreds of dollars down the toilet now. But, you know, hundreds of dollars probably wasted when I wasn't thinking straight. I don't know what I was thinking, but... it's the Mount Everest of layout. That's just from this one little area. My hands are filthy. I guess Boo Boo's overseeing the instruction project. He needed a shower. I don't think that boy has bathed in his lifetime. Probably smelling a little raunchy. Oh. Take this track and put it in the other room so it can be cleaned. Alright folks, that's enough of this. I'm going to let you go and we'll see you next time. Until then, take care and be well.